I'm Whitney.
And I'm Amy, and it's midlife.
But you're anything but mid.
That's right. Almost.
It was fine.
Yeah, it was
It was
fine.
good.
I hadn't done that part.
It
in
was
a while.
great.
Ooh, you got all sorts of things
I know.
over there.
I have a lot of little goodies over here.
Love to see products.
I actually was stopped at Target on the way to your house where we record to see if I could get another product, but you have a little Target. Your Target is a little Target.
Our Target always feels like it's
Little-
going out of business.
Little Target.
There's no one there. It's a ghost town.
Yeah, and
I remember I went the first time I moved out here, and I went to that one. I was like, I asked someone there, and I was like, "Are y'all about to close?" And they were like, "No, no." And I was like, "Okay, there's no one there."
I think it's funny because the area that you live in Steiner, like there's a lot of Target customers in here, I would think. Like
You'd
moms.
think.
A lot of moms, you know, running around with their elementary school
but
children.
our Target is the quiet zone. It's like nobody's there ever.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard to see from the street too, I think, until you're already past it.
Yeah, you have to turn into like an apartment complex.
Yeah,
It's
that's a little
really dumb.
weird. Target, come on, dude.
Bizarre.
Anyway, but yeah, I went in there and I was looking to get us some new pajamas.
Oh,
But
they didn't
it
have
was
any?
a little Target.
It was.
And they were all so boring and ugly. Yeah. Sorry.
Although I will say that Target is kind of a pleasant experience because it's just quiet and easy. And so when I have to go to Target, but
Yeah, it's not an
weird because
ordeal.
where I live out here, there's really there's nothing. There's only that Target. So you'd think it would be packed.
That's what well, it's too small. It doesn't have the things. I don't know where people are going to get their Target items.
I don't either.
They're just using Amazon.
Yeah.
That's the
Yes,
truth.
they are. Mm-hmm.
Jeff Bezos got his wish of nobody ever leaving their home.
Relentless.
I can't think of a mid moment, Amy. I think maybe going to Target and looking for pajamas might.
Yeah,
one.
that's a good one. Let's see. I thought I had a couple written down here. Let me see if I have a mid moment. I feel like something new hurts every day when I wake up. That's my mid moment. Yesterday I woke up. I hadn't done a damn thing. We've talked about this before. I woke up and my left ankle.
Yeah.
It was as if something inside of it just like got caught on something else. It was like it was just
A little
so
snag.
bizarre. It was like a tendon was caught on a bone or something. And it was
Ew.
just like, now it's fine, but it's just like, is this what getting older is?
Yes.
I asked myself.
Sadly, I believe so.
Fucking A.
My poor mom, she's 79, and she told me a couple of days ago that she was like feeling bloated at the top of her stomach and the like almost the rib cage area. She was like, there's like literally a bulge and I don't know what it is and I've done nothing. And just so happened she was going to get a 3D heart scan yesterday for some other issues. And she got the results this morning and we were kind of looking them over. And she has a hernia, a little hernia where her stomach has pushed through her diaphragm. And so that bulge is actually her stomach. And she's just like so sad. She's like, well, this is fucking sucks getting older. And I was like, I know. And it just happened out of nowhere.
Oh my
And it's
God.
because that mesh around again, we're not doctors.
We are not
And I'm
doctors.
probably saying this all wrong, but there's netting around all of your organs. And as you get older, those get less taut and strong. They're not
I
as
thought
strong.
it was the muscle in front of it. The muscle splits. That's what I thought it
No, a
was.
hernia is where an internal organ bulges out
Yes.
of its
Oh, I've had one.
spot.
Oh, I've had a few.
And
I
I think that's part of what the mesh does, or the netting around
yeah.
every organ. I don't know.
Oh, I had one. I got them when I was pregnant, and so once I wasn't pregnant anymore, the stress kind of went away because I had one here at my
And it was
leg
literally
joint.
a bulge.
It was
Yeah,
so
what
gross.
organ
I could
was it?
Poke it in. I think it was just like something in my. I don't know. It was just like behind the muscle or whatever. It was like a split, and it was just pooching out, and I could poke
The
it
beauty
in.
of pregnancy.
It was so gross. And And then I had one on my belly button that didn't go away.
Oh,
after
yeah,
pregnancy.
you get that belly button.
It
didn't go away, so you had it
didn't go
removed.
away. And so this is my story. Listen to
do?
this.
Okay.
So it was bulging like right at the bottom of my belly button, and I hated it. And I would poke it in. I don't know what organ it was. It was something, and I would poke it in, and it would poke back out. And I was like, one day I was in the shower.
Oh, no, you did something to yourself.
No, I didn't. I was in the shower, and I saw it, and I was like, I'm so fucking sick of this. Fuck this thing. I'm getting it fixed. I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of this hernia. I don't even care what I have to do.
Yeah.
And like right when I got out of the shower, I started feeling bad. And that night I started feeling bad. And the next day I got up and I felt like shit. I mean, my stomach hurt. And Kevin, my husband at the time, was like, you look green. And I was like, something's wrong with me. And I started researching. I was like, maybe I have appendicitis. So I researched, and they were like, if you can't like jump up and down and it's a pain on I want to say on the right side, you have appendicitis. So that evening I was supposed to go to an event. And so this is like 24 hours later.
Right. Because of course you're trying to delay it. You're like, I'm fine. It'll get rid of itself.
Yeah, like I'm just being
you're
dramatic.
Not going to the ER.
I'm being dramatic.
Right.
So finally he's like, I'm taking you to the ER. We had a sitter and everything. So I go to the ER, and they test me for appendicitis. And sure enough, the doctor's like, acute appendicitis. And he's like, we've got to make 3 incisions. And he shows me the 3 incisions, and one is on the belly button. And I go, hey, can you fix this hernia that I've got right here? And he goes, oh yeah, no problem. And I was like, holy shit.
You manifested it in the shower.
I manifested appendicitis, and I got my hernia fixed. So the moral of the story for me is be very, very careful what you say to your body, because your body is absolutely listening. And that's not the only example I have of things in my body that I've manifested. I could tell a couple other stories, but that one, like, really, I was
one
like,
more. I want to
when
know.
he said that, I was just like, my eyes, I was like, I literally yesterday decided to get rid of this, and it's gone.
Your body
now.
is,
and it was gone. He sewed it up.
But so was your appendix.
Who needs an appendix?
I feel like
They
there's
just
a reason
burst.
for it.
No, there's not. No.
Okay.
You don't need an appendix. I don't have one. I was like, I wonder if you lose weight if you get your appendix out. How much does an appendix weigh?
Right. It was probably not enough to notice.
Unfortunately.
That's so crazy.
Oh, the other story?
Yeah, I want to hear another
I
one.
can think, I know I have several more, and one more. My legs. I was looking at a photo of myself with someone else, and her legs were very thin. And I was like, man, I want thinner legs. I want thinner legs. I was looking at the photo.
Yeah.
And let's see. Also that particular day, I remember looking at the photo and wanting thinner legs, and I was just mad about that. And then I also was so ready to quit breastfeeding, and I was like, I'm done. I don't want to breastfeed anymore. My daughter was 11 months, and I was like, I'm over it. And the next day, I got both my wishes.
How did your legs get thinner?
Day, I was running, and I hit an uneven part of the sidewalk, and my toe caught, and I hyperextended my femur over my tibia, smashed my tibial plateau, and tore my ACL. And so I had to go immediately into the hospital. I had to have major knee surgery. If you're looking, maybe you can see I have a scar here, and actually a scar on the inside too. I have a plate and a bunch of pins.
Yeah, that's weird. I feel like I can see the plate in your leg.
You can see the plate. Yeah, it's right there. And stuff.
I'm gonna have to.
So I have a plate and a bunch of pins, and my legs got instantly thinner, and I had to quit breastfeeding because of all the drugs in my system. And I was just like,
not sure that's the way I would want to do it.
No, it's very scary, right? It's just amazing. It says something about the power of our mind. Now, maybe that wasn't why I had the accident. I don't know. But I do know I got both my wishes that I was wishing literally the day before.
Yeah.
The next day, and I was like, I am going to be real careful.
Oh, I do think, whether or not most people have that type of experience. We've talked about it before.
It's very dramatic.
That's like intense. But you absolutely, your mind is a powerful tool, and your body is listening.
So I always say now, if I want something to change, like the hernia or whatever, now I always say in a healthy way. I'm like, I want this to happen, but in a healthy way, in a very healthy way.
In
a healthy way, only if it's necessary, whatever. So I'm like super cautious.
Yeah. Just very intentional with your thoughts and your words. Yeah. All right. Well, today, let's get on with it.
Moving on.
All right. So, I've been talking about my skin. Like we talked about
BBL Heroic.
the BBL Heroic. And then I went back. I don't know if I shared an update.
You haven't.
I went back that after a week, I did not feel like I saw the results that I was expecting.
Right.
Because in the past, don't drop your water.
I know. My God.
In the past, with IPLs and stuff, a lot has come up to the surface and sloughed off, right?
Right.
And I was just like, even though you said, no, I feel like I see a difference. I was like,
Your
I
skin
don't see a
looks good.
difference. So I went back in there and I said,
Is that how you
hey, I marched back in there and I just said, I'm a little disappointed in the results. And so she pulled up my before pictures and then I could see, oh,
cool.
It's not the spots necessarily that are being removed. It is this underlying, it's almost like you had a filter, like a pigmentation filter over all of the areas.
Wow.
And she removed one.
Wow.
So after
That's cool.
seeing it, I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I was like, okay, I'll do it again. So we were going to set up, I haven't called them yet, but we were going to set up another one and do the Moxie this time, which you did, the
I
BBL
did the
Moxie.
Yep.
And what do you think about the results?
I liked it. I'm excited to do it again. It didn't hurt that much. It didn't take that long to look better.
Yeah, that's what I think I was expecting was more of a downtime or more very physical, obvious.
Yeah. They
differences.
wouldn't do it for me because I've been using glycolic, which was kind of annoying because I've been asking around now and they said, you can't use glycolic for a week before you do it. And that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Somebody else told me 3 days. And then my other friend, shout out to Koshla. She is like always doing everything.
Yeah.
And she was like, I get a Moxie all the time and I use glycolic and I use retinol and everything's fine. And so
I think it depends on
she's like
your
a professional.
sensitivity.
Yeah.
Your skin
And
sensitivity.
mine's not that
Mine's
much, though.
very sensitive.
Yeah, mine's not.
So I go home that day and I'm like, all right, I'm going to schedule something at some point after everything calms down. But then my skin wasn't calming down. Things were getting weird. Like I showed you, I started getting a rash.
That's
like
right.
Weird rashes.
Yeah.
A lot of flushing and hot. You can
Were
go
those
back.
related?
Yes. So I was like getting frustrated by it all. And then I was trying to keep my skin calm and I was putting all this beef tallow on it, which in retrospect.
Oh my God, yuck.
That's
God,
just
I
because
hate
you're
that
a
trend so
vegan
much.
vegetarian.
That's
anyway.
disgusting. It's going to clog your pores. I don't know why anyone is using beef tallow. Sorry, I have
very
totally
moisturizing.
anti beef tallow. That is nasty.
Okay.
It's going to clog.
I had
the
no idea
shit
that that was going to cause that kind of reaction, but I had it. It's very moisturizing and I have super, super dry skin. But you are correct, Amy. It can clog your pores. And so anyway, nothing was helping. And I was like, what is going on? I feel like my skin is rougher and drier and angry at me when I'm trying to do these things. Then I go and get a
Hydrofacial?
Yes, I went and got a hydrofacial because I thought it was hydrating. Well, it was intense and it is hydrating, but I thought I was going to be plumpy and dewy.
Have you never had a hydrofacial before?
I guess not.
Oh.
So I went
You
and
weren't
did that.
Hydrated and dewy and
No, I was, my skin was angry and my skin was dry and it was red and it was weird. So of course, after a while, I'm like, this is so frustrating. And I start doing some research and I'm talking to my mom and a couple of things happened. The first thing that I found out with my bestie ChatGPT is that all of the things that I was doing plus my minoxidil. So minoxidil is opening up your blood vessels.
it enters the picture again.
Yeah, this damn minoxidil. And so it's creating a better blood flow, right?
Oh.
And then I started taking NAD+, which is for brain focus and stuff.
How do you take that?
You take it with pills.
It's a pill.
It's a pill, and it was all for
You
brain focus.
are always taking so much.
know,
I would
guys.
think I have a rundown of it by now, but I don't.
No, there's so much. But I just started the NAD Plus once I went off the Brian Johnston protocol because I
so
tried.
that's no more.
That's no more.
You ended your
I ended
subscriptions?
it. It's done. Brian and I have broken up. Anyway, but then I thought, oh, now I can do the NAD plus because it's not going to be an overload. So I didn't really think anything of it, but that also increases blood flow. So I'm doing things on the inside and on the outside, and my skin can never recover.
Gotcha.
And so I was like, oh, and then also it was like the beef tallow actually creates a layer, a blanket over your skin, and so the heat can't be released. All of that, it was the perfect storm. It was the perfect storm. Okay. And then I'm talking to my mom, and she's like, oh, you need to get on my beauty routine. And she's doing Korean products.
Okay.
One of my very best friends, shout out to Bonnie, is Korean, and she's always talking about her skincare and stuff. Her mom even will give us things when she comes back from Korea.
Ooh,
and
cool.
And we hear a lot about K-beauty.
Yes.
And it's everywhere.
It's
everywhere. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do a deep dive into this and see, is it really legit? Because like you said, I have purchased so many things. I did the whole Goop product line for a long time, and I was just like, I don't know. But I've trusted her ingredients. But I just didn't feel like I got any real results from it. Okay. And I'm also, to be quite honest, not consistent. Like I'll do a little Goop and I'll do a little this and I'll do a little of that after a while and not be consistent. So my mom was raving on about her skincare. I ordered it and just started using it. But I decided to do.
And where do you order from?
So this is the exciting part. You can order it from Amazon.
I don't like ordering
but
any face products from Amazon. I don't do any face products from Amazon.
Okay. Well, I do. But guess what else? Target.
Okay.
Target has a whole K-beauty area. But guess what? Target doesn't have it. Your little Target. Your little Target does not have it because the one thing that we could try.
Aren't we boycotting Target anyway these days for some reason?
Maybe.
Yeah,
probably.
I think we are. So you know what? Go seek it out on the internet someplace.
Yeah, there's plenty of places. But what I loved about, first of all, Target's going to make it, and I'm getting ahead of myself on my book report, but it's affordable. All right, so let's start at the beginning. Korean skincare, aka K-beauty.
I buy all my products too at Derm Store, by the way.
Oh yeah,
I fucking love Derm Store.
Okay,
it's you're getting the real thing.
Do you
on
get
Amazon,
it quickly?
I don't trust that.
You have to make sure that where you're buying it is from the actual store. Like in Amazon,
Yes,
you have to
you
look
do.
at the top and be like, is this the Nike store or is this Kalamazoo, China?
Right.
You know,
you do.
And then you have to do
That's
it that
true,
way.
but I still don't. I don't order any supplements or any face products from Amazon.
Yeah.
At all.
All right. Well,
I don't trust them.
I do.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So anyway, South Korea is the superpower of skincare.
Yes,
all
they
right?
are. Yes, they are.
And they are the top exporter of cosmetics. And what's so great is because South Korea is so like their people expect the best.
Yeah.
And they also, there's so many products available in South Korea that they're not expensive because they have to fight with each other to get the consumer. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
So that's exciting. So we're going to be talking about affordable, science-based skincare.
Yeah.
K-beauty, all right? And their focus is different than the U.S. So the U.S., we're all about after the fact. Let's burn it. Let's bury it. Let's, blast it. And it's reactive. Korean beauty care is all about helping your skin before it needs it. It's like giving your skin a hug.
I feel like it's too late now.
No, it's never too late, dude.
Well, that's true.
All right. So Korean skincare is preventative, and the goal that they have is to nourish the skin. You know that they say glassy skin? Yes. They want to create the protective outer layer.
Okay.
And keeping it hydrated and healthy and resilient from aging.
So far, I'm
I think we've touched on this a little bit, but the thing about the Korean products is there's some wild ingredients in there.
Like the snail mucin?
Yes. So snail mucin, they use it for deep repair and hydration. Fun fact, if you have a shellfish allergy, snail may be a problem for you.
Because it has a shell.
It's a shell. It's not a fish, but it's a shell. And if you're allergic to dust mites, apparently too. Oh. So if you have those allergies, then do a little patch, test patch. Don't slather it all over you. There's another ingredient called Centella Asiatica or Cica. And it's the gold standard for soothing sensitive or irritated skin. There's also something called hanbang. I'm probably saying it wrong. It's traditional medicine. So you'll like this, Amy. It's the herbs and it's like ginseng and green tea, and it's not animal related.
Oh.
And those things are easily absorbed by the skin.
Okay.
Okay. There's also salmon sperm.
Oh, yeah. We've heard about
And that's
this.
called PDRN. Now, I did a little bit of deep diving on this because I was just curious. Apparently, salmon have 95% identical human DNA.
What?
Is that
We're only 5%
crazy?
different from a salmon?
Salmon DNA is 95% identical to human DNA.
That's so
That
weird.
blows my mind. So when it's broken down into the PDRN, your skin cells recognize these as building blocks to repair themselves. They think it's them. Like,
Wow.
oh, look, here's our skin here. Now, I did do a little
Wow.
research because I'm like, okay, well, if we're trying salmon sperm that's 95%, why don't we just use human sperm 100%?
I mean, a lot of men say that it's good
They're
for your
like,
skin.
let me...
They love to say that.
They really do. Well, it's not true. There is no. You cannot rub sperm on your face. You can't rub your partner's sperm on your face.
That's too bad.
It would have been a lot cheaper. I'm not sure that it would
I
be.
have mixed feelings there.
Well, you can do it and let us know how it goes.
No, I don't want to.
But here's the truth. The scientists that take the salmon sperm, it's not just like they grab it and slap it in a bottle. There's a process to it. It's high heat, it's enzymes, because the DNA is a long chain, and they have to chop up that chain so that your pores and your cells can get it. Like if it stays in the long chain, it's not actually going to be absorbed.
Okay.
It's too big.
Well, a lot of people
That's
are
what she
doing
said.
like salmon sperm facials and stuff.
Yeah, it's
Have
legit.
you gotten one?
No, that's what I went. So Target has a Korean product that's the salmon sperm. Or no,
What?
wait, actually it's the
Wow.
snail. I don't think they have the sperm.
okay.
They have the snail. Okay. Maybe they do. I don't remember. Anyway.
Wow.
So yes, you know, no matter what your partner says, slathering his sperm all over your face is not a good idea for skincare.
Okay.
All right. Maybe other reasons, but
Good to
anyway.
know.
Now you may be asking, Amy, where's the science behind this? Does this actually work? And the answer is yes, it does. Many of the ingredients have substantial scientific backing. They are proven. So the snail mucin,
Mucin, I think.
I think so. It claims to repair skin and heal scars. So that snail mucin is the secretion that you see when the little snails are making their move across the concrete. And it is literally a barrier. It is meant to keep their bodies protected, right? It's rich in these things, glycolic acid. I've heard of that.
How do they get
I'm going to
snail
tell
mucin?
you.
Okay.
Allantoin, I don't know what that is, and glycosama, blah, blah, blah. Anyway,
What was the first? Oh, glycolic acid. Okay.
glycolic acid's the one I know.
I love
Then there's
glycolic.
the other ones, but it has those three ingredients in it, and clinical studies show it accelerates wound healing and increases fibroblast proliferation, the cells that make collagen. It's legit. It's been proven. And there's, just so you know, because you love studies, 2025 study in Dermatology Times confirmed its efficiency in improving skin texture and reducing fine lines over an 8-week period.
Cool.
Okay, snails are not harmed in
I was
order to get their
wondering,
mucin.
I mean-
As a matter of fact, many places, they put these snails in a dark room on this like mesh area, and the snails just freely move about however they want, and that mesh is what's collecting their slime.
Gross.
So no snails are harmed. I cannot say the same for the salmon.
No.
I think the salmon are already being caught for food, and now they get this
Makes sense.
for the skin. So can't say the same about that. All right.
Okay.
Then the Cica, the Centella Asiatica, I don't even know how to say
Okay.
it. Tiger grass is what they call it.
Oh.
It claims to soothe irritation and fixes a broken skin barrier. The merit, very high. It contains active compounds like things I can't pronounce, and it's legit. It's one of the most studied botanicals in dermatology.
Tiger grass.
Yes, it's Cica.
I've never even heard of it.
Cica is the short term. Tiger grass is the slang for it.
CICA. Okay.
Cica. No, Cica.
CICA.
But it's
okay.
Centella Asiatica.
Okay.
I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong. Anyway, it's one of the most studied botanicals. Research consistently proves it reduces inflammation and stimulates type 1 collagen, making it a legitimate medical grade ingredient for sensitive skin.
Okay.
It's called tiger grass because legend has it that tigers in the wild would roll around in patches of Centella Asiatica to heal their wounds after a fight.
Wow.
We're not sure about the tigers, but there is science to back it up.
Cool.
It significantly speeds up skin's recovery process.
Wow.
And all of these items are in Korean skincare. Talked about the salmon DNA, the PDRN. It's a skin booster.
Yeah.
The claim is it reverses aging at a cellular level, which we love. That's why we like the BBL Heroic. A cellular level is what we want.
We want
it's
cellular
changing
level.
the cell. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not just skin, surface. The merit is very high and it's still emerging. But clinical trials show that PDRN increases collagen synthesis by up to 30% and speeds up tissue repair by 40%
Wow.
compared to standard moisturizers.
Okay.
I mean,
like
I'm
that.
so excited by all of this.
Which one is this?
This is the PDRN. This is the salmon sperm.
Oh, the salmon sperm.
The salmon sperm.
Okay.
So
Salmon
it's very exciting, but you will have sperm on your face.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
PDRN is great for thinning skin, which is what we're going to have to start dealing with. My poor mom deals with it. Just a tiny little, bump into something.
Do
and
they
it's
make
a
like
huge
a
bruise.
body treat, like a full lotion body?
They have moisturizers, but I don't think they're not in huge tubs,
Well,
You'll have to buy quite a bit of it. But yeah, they're putting this in moisturizers.
Okay, good.
So how you would use the PDRN is you cleanse and you tone and then you put the serum on and you gently pat it into the skin instead of rubbing because that helps with absorption. I didn't know that. I've always seen people pat. And I didn't understand.
I'm a face patter.
It's because it absorbs better, I guess. It's not getting all over your hands.
A million years ago, and I thought too, wiping your face can cause like wrinkles or problems. So I'm a pat,
Yeah.
and I always use a fresh towel. Always use a clean towel. And
I use the same towel.
oh no, don't stop doing that.
Well, it's just hanging in the bathroom, and I just dry my face with it.
Buy more and throw that one, or use the other side.
I don't use
of it.
hand towels. It's not a hand towel.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll get some new towels.
I like clean towels. That's just me.
Listen, you're smart. That
don't
is
reuse
part
a
of
towel.
skincare, 100%. I'll do better, but I don't shower as much as you.
I don't know.
Anyway, you cleanse and tone, then you put the serum on, and then you can layer it up. And this is part of the Korean way is layering.
Oh, that's part of the Korean way is layering.
Yes. And I'm going to give you the steps at the end of this.
God.
It's not like a 10-step thing. It's 4 steps.
Okay, good.
It's
Phew.
very easy.
Okay.
With the Cica, the tiger grass, you have to be patient. All right. It's not instant. It takes 4 to 8 weeks of
Okay.
consistent use.
Okay.
And if you don't want the salmon sperm, which is the most biologically active repair,
I want it.
there is a plant-based.
Oh.
If you want a user-friendly daily serum that absorbs instantly for facial skincare, it's excellent for that glass skin look without any of the risk of fish allergies. They use ginseng, green tea, or rice to get it. But I kind of like the 95% human.
I want that.
Yeah.
I want that.
But there is an option if you have a shellfish allergy or don't want salmon. All right. Then the fermented ingredients is the other part of Korean skincare that's different from the US. They use things like rice and ginseng. They claim it's better absorption and more antioxidants. The merit is solid. Fermentation breaks down large molecules into smaller ones that can penetrate the skin barrier easily.
Interesting.
All right, the scientific proof. Research shows that fermented rice, sake filtrate, contains a higher concentration of amino acids and organic acids than its non-fermented counterpart. And it increases skin hydration.
Are they eating these things too, so they're getting the results
Maybe.
like that?
I don't know, because if that was the case, then why would they go to the...
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Oh, you know what? Actually, this is the ingredients do work, but delivery matters.
Okay.
A high quality snail mucin essence will do wonders, but a snail scented soap likely won't. I don't know.
Snail.
I don't think there's any snail
soap.
scented soaps.
This smells like snails.
But you want to look for the active ingredient to be in the top 5 on the label to know that
Okay.
it's good. All right. Now, I know what you're thinking. If this stuff is so advanced, why doesn't my local drugstore sunscreen? Oh, sunscreen is huge.
Okay.
We know for a fact that that is the number one skin protector to do first above all else, skin sunscreen, right? Mm-hmm. The U.S. sunscreen hasn't changed since let me look at my notes, 1999.
What the fuck?
All right.
Why?
Here's exactly why. The U.S. FDA regulated sunscreen as an over-the-counter drug, while Korea treats it as a functional cosmetic. So because it's an over-the-counter drug, the U.S. hasn't fully approved a truly new modern chemical UV filter since 99. So we're literally using the 90s technology on our 2026 faces. The sun is different. The ozone layer's gone, all that shit, and nothing has changed. Meanwhile, the Korean Ministry of Food and Drug Safety is out here approving filters like something called Tinosorb S and Uvinol A+, and these are large molecule filters. They're too big to be absorbed into your bloodstream, so they protect your skin. They stay on top of your skin. They don't sting your eyes. They don't leave you looking like a Victorian ghost.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they cover your
zinc or
face
whatever.
and they keep that there's a different UV, and it was somewhere in my notes, and maybe it'll come up later, but there's different rays coming from the sun, and the Korean sunscreen is protecting us from a deeper ray than the UVA ray.
Wow.
So
Yeah, there's like UVA, UVB.
yeah,
And,
this is something different that
What?
that I can't remember
Wow.
off the top of my head. I read it somewhere, but I didn't put it in my notes.
Okay.
But anyway, so if you don't want to use any other Korean product, at least get the sunscreen, because it's being updated to all the, environmental factors that we're dealing with now and constantly being studied.
Do you have some over there?
I do.
I keep staring at these products.
So,
I'm like,
so
I want to get
this
my
is
hands on these.
this is what this is not something you can get at Target. It's called Hera Sunmate. There it is. This is something that my friend's mom brought back from South Korea for all of us, all of her friends to start using. So this is what I use. I put it on my face, on my neck, on my chest, and it is your sunscreen and a moisturizer and a primer.
Wow.
All in one.
Nice.
It's really nice.
Okay, cool.
This is expensive. This is I want to say $100.
Oh,
maybe.
okay.
I don't know. But a lot of these Korean things are not expensive at all, especially if you go to Target. $25, $20
Okay.
for the routine.
Okay.
All right. Speaking of the routine, how do you actually start, Whitney?
How do
I'm
you start?
overwhelmed. I don't know what to do.
I am.
So if you want a future face like South Koreans,
If I want a what?
a future face.
A future face. Is that what they call it?
I'm calling it that.
Oh, okay, okay.
If you want that glassy skin look, you only need 4 things.
Okay.
You need a double cleanse. So it's actually 5 because the double cleanser. First, you use an oil-based cleanser.
Okay.
No, listen. If you're putting sunscreen on your face, your regular cleanser is not getting rid of it. Oil gets rid of oil.
Got it.
So if you're, and I didn't know this until this research, if you're putting sunscreen on your face, which you should, the only way to truly get rid of it at night or in the morning is to use an oil-based cleanser.
Okay.
So there's a couple of oil. I can't read this because it's so freaking tiny. But there's this company called
Sulwasu.
Sulwasu.
SULWHASOO.
I don't know if y'all can see that. I ordered a little trial off of their actual website.
Nice.
And so these are their trials base things,
Okay.
but it's an oil cleanser and then you use a water-based cleanser.
Okay.
So there's 2 cleansings going on.
Yeah.
Get rid of all that sunscreen stuff, oil-based things, and then clean your skin with the water-based. And then you do a hydrating toner. All right. Mm-hmm. Not the alcohol-based ones from the 90s. These are watery skin plump face things. This one is Haruharu Wonder. This is what I use. You can get that at Target.
Black rice,
it's
hyaluronic
black
toner.
rice, yes. And it helps keep.
It smells kind of like black rice.
Yeah, it helps create that glassy
Really?
look on your skin. Yeah. Then this is what I don't have yet. It's coming tomorrow. I didn't get here in time. And then I ran to Little Target because these products are at Target. But they didn't have any of the K-beauty stuff at your Little Target. So, but the Snail mucin or essence, that's your next step. That's the secret sauce for healing. So you do the double cleanse, the oil, the water base. Then you do the hydrating toner like this one, that's the rice. Then you put your mucin on, or if you've got your salmon sperm, and that's the secret sauce. And then you put your sunscreen on. And that is your daily routine. That's it.
Well, then what do you do at night?
You do the same thing without the sunscreen.
You don't use any glycolic or
This is in there. Like
it's already in there.
Well, the hydro one, whatever that's called. That's in there. But no,
hyaluronic.
This is, if you want retinol and stuff, yes, you can add the routine.
You would add that maybe at night.
That's where Chat GPT comes in.
Oh,
and you ask him how to handle it. But this is just, if you get overwhelmed by things and you want to just start something that you will truly see a difference in 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
This 4-step alone is going to help you tremendously. And you know why? Because I just went through all that scientific nonsense. It's not nonsense. Scientific studies.
You did.
So it's legit. Now, the Target K Beauty brand list, and we're going to put this in the show notes as well as this little routine. I've already sent it to you.
Yes, you have. I see. Good job.
Here are the heavy hitters currently available at the K Beauty section and the Ulta Beauty section at Target. Okay. Round Lab is a current clean beauty king in Korea, famous for their Birch Juice and Dokdo seawater lines.
This is a Dokdo cleanser.
That's a cleanser. Yeah. So that's one brand, Round Lab. COSRX.
I saw that one when I was looking at Derm Store. They had that.
Yeah, COSRX is the brand that made the Snail mucin mainstream.
That's
Look for
the
their
one that I
advanced
used
snail.
to have. I had advanced Snail mucin.
Yeah.
And then I didn't.
They made it mainstream.
I didn't know what I was doing.
The Haruharu Wonder, which was this.
The black
rice. This specializes in fermented black rice. Great for anti-aging and barrier repair. There's also something called Skin 1004, known for using high-quality Cica, the tiger grass.
Oh, yeah.
From Madagascar to soothe the skin. Then there's Anua, this is what my mom is using. This is her cleansing oil. The current leader for acne-prone sensitive skin.
Oh, I need that. Okay.
And I'm going to give it to my son, too. Yeah, that's what my mom told me to get. And that's what she's using, and she swears she notices a difference.
Really?
Yes. There's also a product called Ma Neo, famous for their deep cleaning oils and fermented serums.
I'm feeling overwhelmed.
I know.
Is a lot.
But it's all at Target.
Okay.
It's all at Target.
I don't shop at Target for things on my face. That's mental leap I'm having to make.
You can order. I bet wherever you
Derm Store. I pulled it up, but because I don't use anything on my face that doesn't come from like the
top of the top. That's fine. I'm speaking to the budgeters in our listener pool.
No.
Some of this stuff is $25, $20. Like I said, you can get, if you don't want to jump in full force, you can go and find the little trials where it's like a travel set, where it gives you everything to get started.
I guess I'm wondering, am I being duped by all the things that I think I need from American skincare?
Yes, you are.
And so should I give this a run,
yes.
and spend less and try it?
100%. That is what I gathered from all this research. The Koreans know what they're doing. They don't skimp, but they're using quality ingredients that actually have the science behind it.
Okay.
And they don't have the crazy, and don't get me wrong, there are higher end. Like I said, this Hera sunblock is, expensive. But Target also has a Korean product that's not as expensive. Okay. So you can go higher end, but if you don't want to jump in with that, try the lower end first. It still has all the ingredients that we're talking about in this episode with the science behind it.
I guess I just have been brainwashed.
We're all brainwashed. We should just be eating good food and then not taking all these supplements.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my bottom line.
Okay.
I think the K-beauty thing is definitely the way to go. I'm going to be using it. I already started. My mom has been using it for weeks and says she notices a difference on 79-year-old skin.
Really?
Yes. And she's never done high-end anything.
Can you notice a difference on her? Or?
Well, I'm not getting up close and personal, but like she's saying when she puts her makeup on, she notices, she gets in that magnifying mirror like we all do.
Oh, yeah.
And she notices things going on smoother. It's just everything feels better. Yeah. Yeah. And it's affordable if you go to Target.
And I mean, when you're talking about affordable too, you could put it all over your whole body.
Exactly. You get that salmon sperm or that snail mucin and take a bath in it.
Sorry. This is very helpful.
Yeah. I'm excited.
How long have you been doing some of this stuff?
Well, I have been doing the sunblock for like over a year because I was introduced to it last summer. These other things I've just started. And like I said, my mom was the one that got me looking further into it. My Korean friend's been speaking about it forever, but I'm like, yeah, you're Korean. You're just saying that. Yeah. But it's legit.
It's legit.
And they are taking it in a different direction. US is about blasting and boiling and branding and all of that. Harsh and reactive. And the Korean way, I love they're saying they have a happy heart, saranghae. Saranghae. That's what my friend always says. Saranghae. It means I love you, happy heart. Anyway, they're gentler and they have the science. It's real.
Yeah.
It's real.
Okay.
All right.
I wonder why it's just now catching on here.
It's been a thing for a while, but I don't.
Well, no, it has for years.
Yeah, I think with things like social media where people are just talking about it more on those mediums.
Yeah.
But my Korean friend has been talking about it for 10 years.
Yeah. Wow.
They're you know.
Have you heard of this brand, Herborian?
No? I have not.
I'm seeing that on Derm Store. So
yeah, there are several different levels of skincare lines out there, and as always, just because it says it's Korean doesn't mean that you just take it for what it is. Look at the first 5 ingredients and make sure that there's some of the ingredients that we've talked about here today before you dive in. But
smart.
The research that I did on all of these Target products,
wow,
are legit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome to Glassy Skin.
I mean, like, I want to know.
Yeah, I want to know. Yeah. And I'm doing all the US things, and I felt like my skin was just very angry with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But of course, I was doing too much.
Well, no, but it's interesting. Like, we do have that mindset of treating of being reactive.
Yeah.
Like we do. Like, I've got this problem, let me fix it.
And we want fast. We like fast results.
We sure do.
Like, even when I was looking into the laser therapy and stuff, I'm like, what's the fastest I can get this, And I'm terrible at routines. So I'm just committing to this Korean routine.
Okay.
Beauty care routine.
Like morning and night.
Morning for sure, but okay, nighttime too.
Why not at night?
I'm tired.
Yeah, I know. I'm tired too.
But it's not that. Here's the thing. It's just like any routine. Once you get used to it, it becomes a habit. I'm too tired to take my makeup off, but I still take it off every night.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal. It's a mental hurdle I'll just have to get over of like, this is my routine now.
Yeah, I've started doing it like after dinner. I'm like,
You're done.
Can't wait. I can't wait, or I'm so tired. And I'm like mad that I have to do it, and
I saw something, I think it was on Mel Robbins. She posted something recently where she was like, there's 2 types of people in the world. There are the people that you walk into their bathroom and their counter is completely bare. Everything is put away in its place. Or there's the counter where everything's on top. Which one are you?
What do you think?
Everything on top.
No, I'm everything put away.
I thought I was going to say that, but then I thought for some reason you were going to change it. Yeah, no, I'm everything on top.
I know you are.
And so if I put everything away except for this skincare routine, I think that will help me.
Maybe.
Because now I got all kinds of shit on top of there. No, I knew you were put everything away.
You knew
I know.
that. Come on,
I know.
Virgo over here. All right. What are you? What we want to know. Tell us what you are. Tell us anything. Tell us a mid-moment. Tell us something you want to hear us talk about. Tell us stories that you've got. Email us anythingbutmidpodcast@gmail.com.
That's right.
And DM us. Follow us on Instagram. What
That's
else?
right. And go do whatever the hell you want.
Oh, that too. Do what you want.